Hi, I'm Jay Thomas from Jay Thomas Auto, and welcome back to another edition of Hot Rod Hangout with Rod himself over at Rods Hotrods in Faithful Avenue in Saskatoon. It is really cold, but it's warm in here.
Really cold, yeah.
And all the cars are shining and looking beautiful in here. So we got some new stuff to look at this week. One of them is already sold. What did I tell you?
I just about moved it today too, and
I know.
I'm like, oh, we got to do the video.
We've got a really cool pair of Broncos. Not quite matching, but hey,
Close.
They're pretty cool. Some Broncos to look out today, and a Camaro?
Camaro Z28 Pro Street, blown.
Big tires. Big tires on this. So let's take a look at what's new here in the shop. Okay, Rod, you got your arm up against a truck that's been, well, it's got some work done on it.
It's been here. It's kind of been a little pain in our side, but we've got it running now good. There were some problems with the wiring, the harness with the LS, the fuel system, so it's all brand new now. Phobia did a good job, got us all back and running.
Yep, they sure did.
And yeah, it's awesome now. It runs really good. Now we got to get polishing on it and get it cleaned up. We got a new dash pad going in, headliner. It'll look really good when it's all done, but the mechanical was a big part of it, and if that doesn't work properly, then...
Well, what's the point of having the truck, right?
Exactly. So
yeah, that's just it, right?
making it right. So when it leaves here, someone's going to be very happy.
I mean, but this is cool. I mean, you know, interior is in still pretty nice shape.
Yeah, but it needs the headliner, the dash pad. We have the parts, we just got to get it done.
You know, but 4x4 and...
Short box, 4x4 seat.
Yeah, that's,
square body.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, so speaking of 4x4, and it's kind of a 4x4 and kind of episode today.
Well, we all know Broncos are a hot ticket right now.
Yeah.
Out of all the thousands of cars I've owned, I've never owned a Bronco in my life. Ever.
Except for now.
And within 2 days, I have two of them now. I guess they come in pairs.
That's right. Okay, let's start with this one.
First one, 1995. This is the OJ Special.
Yeah, just not white.
Not white, but it's the body style.
That's right.
XLT, obviously big lift on it, 38-inch tires. It's got the stock powertrain, 5.8, fuel injected.
Right.
4x4 push button. We got to still get cleaning on it and get polishing, and just kind of came in and...
It doesn't look bad the way it is, let me tell you. You know, it is nice. It's a different paint, like it's not an original paint job.
No, it's like electric kind of a blue.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. We've got some big fender arches there. There's I noticed a modern F-150 bumper added to it. But you know, they did some nice stuff. Like we got some new lights with the clear lenses on the side now, which is pretty nice as well.
Being the truck's so high, it's hard to get up to get the roof clean and the top of the hood. And
yeah, it is. I mean, like stand next to that. That's a tall truck. It really is. You know,
yeah,
it's way up there. You know,
bigger than you think it is.
Yeah, it totally is. But it's nice.
I actually ran out of gas today. I felt so stupid. I pulled it out to put this black one in, and I was pulling it back in. It was inches within the door, and it quit. And then I looked at the gas gauge. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So
that's funny.
So it happens to all of us.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's nice. It's very nice.
Yep.
You know, blue on blue.
Got to do some mud flaps yet, and just general cleanup, I guess.
But I mean, highly sought after body.
Yep.
This is a lot of the one people are looking for. You know. And then here, yep. The good old blue dash. That's what we're looking at. But it's probably a blast to drive.
Yeah, I'll find out. I'm going to probably take it to the car wash tomorrow. I'm going to pressure wash the engine bay out and start cleaning on it.
Cool. Very cool. Okay, now on to one that...
This is a nice driver.
It is.
It's a nice driver, one that you can go and have fun with and show and shine it. And
yep.
The next one that we're going to be looking at, this is a nut and bolt restoration, very special truck.
Yeah, exactly. So let's get on to this one.
1987 Bronco, Eddie Bauer. So it's a little higher trim level.
Yeah.
But it's a absolute gorgeous nut and bolt restoration, everything new.
Like, look under here.
Like this suspension's all powder coated. It's like brand new.
It is.
Everything.
Like it hasn't seen any road yet.
Even the tires were just put on last fall.
Yeah, they are brand new. Still the white letters are shining. It's great. Oh, that's cool. Cool color.
Yeah, it's a copper orange.
Yeah, it's sort of in the middle of that. But man, look, even the badging, like even the badging is cleaned up just perfectly.
Little stereo, some subs and stuff in the back.
Oh yeah, okay, look at that. So being an Eddie Bauer, this has got an Eddie Bauer interior.
Yeah.
So it's A, top of the line, but B, there's some special seats and stuff that wasn't offered on other Broncos, things like that, right? I mean, Cloud Rider mud flaps, those are looking good.
That's what we have to add to the other one.
Right, yeah. But I mean, even these ones go right over
All
top.
the way around, and they're all steel too. They're not like those plastic old long johns we used to do, right? Back in the day.
Okay, let's open it up. I mean, even the door frames are just, everything is done perfectly. So Eddie Bauer gets power windows, power locks.
Yeah, all
right?
the usual
We've got a power
options
window.
and
These
then
are those seats though. They've got the trees and the sunset
Yeah.
in there. Center console in this, you know, everything's in really
your
good
push
shape.
button 4-wheel drive and nice little stereo. They've done the deck in there.
I gotta look at this.
That's a Pioneer deck, but it looks like an iPad. So there's
look at that.
there's like a single DIN stereo Pioneer, but that big screen is part of the deck.
Yeah.
So when you turn the key on, that big screen now is that's your phone basically. So it's got basically like Apple CarPlay
Yeah, exactly.
in an old vehicle. So
In an old vehicle. Now,
I
you know what I
pop
should
the
do?
hood.
We should. I was thinking.
Oh,
yeah,
this
we
is special.
always go to the front, but this one's actually got a hood release because it's new enough.
Yeah, we never talked about the powertrain in this one.
No, we haven't. Look at even the custom that they did. They changed the color of the lettering to match the paint. Beautiful. And blacked out all the chrome, which looks really good. New lights,
Yep, brand new.
brand new lights, so they're not
Grill.
clouded over or foggy or anything like that. Okay,
See if I remember how to get the hood open on these things.
what's the surprise under here? Ooh.
Okay, so now this was a 302, now just stroked 347 with a supercharger. Brian from Performance Plus did the dyno tune on it. It came out at 504 horsepower on the dyno. So it's set up killer. Runs awesome. It sounds even better.
Wow.
I can't say enough about this truck. It's just awesome.
That's crazy. Beautiful. I guess the other thing we have to say about this truck is the sign that's on the windshield.
Oh yeah. Oopsie.
Whoopsie. Yeah, right there. Sold. When you got this, I said to you, well, that won't be here long.
Well, you had called it.
It hasn't been here long. It's spectacular. And that's just the thing, you know, with the new Bronco that's come out, now
It's made it extra special.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Now, you know, people are going crazy for the old ones again. And that's just, the name is back out there, so no surprise.
Absolutely. Very, very nice units. Going to a very good customer
Awesome.
and staying local. So someone will see it probably in the spring out and about.
All right, and the last one we got to look at is a big yellow banana.
My personal favorite. People that know me know that my soft spot, two things. One is late 50s cars, like with the big chrome bumpers and everything.
Fins, everything, yep.
Yeah, and the other one is blown Pro Street cars. I don't even care what brand they are, to be honest. I just love Pro Street blown cars.
Look at that.
It's like my favorite.
So what are we looking at exactly?
This is a 70 and a half Z28. This is a real Z28. Apparently we haven't done all of our checks, so that's what I was told. You asked why the 70 and a half.
Yeah, I don't know what makes it a 70 or a 70 half or a 71.
GM was on strike in 1970, so there is no 1970 Camaros.
Oh,
They actually,
okay.
when you register it, it does say 1970 because it'd be odd to say 70.5. But in the industry, everybody knows this car to be a 70 and a half because it was a mid-year car, Z28.
So there's nothing like no changes really made to the car.
Well, 70 is the first. Sorry, 70 and a half is the first year of the style.
Okay,
This is the Gen 2 Camaro. It was right up to 1981,
right.
like our Block 81 or 1980. Sorry.
Yep.
And they, you know, obviously they have the small back window up to 74. Mm-hmm. I believe 74. And they would have had the SS, the SSRS, the Z28, so on and so forth. But 1970 and a half was the first year of this body style.
So do we know any stats about?
This was a big drag car out of Alberta. I believe it was Calgary area. The rumor has it this car had a big block in it and he was running 8.5s in the quarter. So it's a pretty serious car.
Wow.
Now it's been brought back to streetable, like I say.
Yeah.
342 gears. It's a ZZ4 crate engine with a blower on it. So, and power steering, power brakes. So, as I say, very drivable. I mean that in the weird kind of sense that I think it's drivable.
Right.
I would drive this every day. But it still has the full cage in it. It's done very, very well. They put the full dash back in it because it didn't have a dash either.
Right.
So now it's just more of a regular, well, I can't say regular car, but it's a regular, you could drive it the way it is.
Yes.
On the highway, it's got radial tires. It's
Although, look at the size of them.
Freddie Flintstones, yeah. You have to see it in person to know how
They
big
are huge.
and the stance is unbelievable on this car.
Yeah, it really is well done. You know, the way the wheels are just tucked up into the fenders, it looks
Just
really
fits
good.
perfect, yeah.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Of course, the fuel cell in the back. There's dual batteries in the back.
Kill switch back there, I see. Yeah.
They didn't hack up the whole interior though. It still has the full headliner and.
Yeah, like it looks really
know.
good. It, like you said, streetable that way, right?
Yep.
Now, can you actually open the hood
Oh, yeah.
around that blower?
Oh, and I got to grease the hinges.
Holy
Aftermarket hinges though, right? So.
Holy cow. Look at that.
But typically these wouldn't have power steering. They wouldn't have power. You know, most of them don't even have power brakes. It's just this has been made to be back on the street again.
Well, and I was going to say, would they have chromed and stainlessed everything if it was just an exclusive drag
Not
car?
typically,
Not
no.
usually, right? I mean, look at even the cover on the rad there. The alternator is shiny.
But you can tell, like these bars coming out here, for how fast you want the car to go, you have to have certain parts of your roll cage, and this is part of it to come out to be an 8.5 car.
Right.
And your window net. There's other stuff you have to.
Yes.
Obviously, this is not an 8.5 cert car anymore.
Right.
It's more of a street car now.
Previous titles.
Yep.
Still, that's pretty hot. I mean, that is a good looking car.
Hopefully, it doesn't sell this spring, and I can drive it for a little bit.
But knowing your luck, it'll be gone by next week.
Well, it's a good thing, but finding him is the crazy part.
There is even a stereo in it, I just noticed.
Yeah, got a stereo.
You know, so it's totally drivable. Yeah, cool.
I'll dig you for a drive this spring.
You'll probably scare me half to death with it,
Probably.
actually. We don't know numbers on this engine though, do we?
No, we don't. I don't really know.
I'm sure it's not lacking in power, put it that
No,
way.
it sounds. Oh, I'll have a video. Actually, there's a video of this on the website now with it running,
Is there?
and you gotta listen to it. It's just music to your ears. To my ears, it is anyway. They actually got the tailpipes over top of the rear diff.
Oh,
On a
really?
Pro Street car is unheard of, but they did it, and it's all got QA1 suspension on it and ladder bar. But they got the pipes over the rear diff, and they come out the back.
Pretty special. So if you see something you liked in the video or looking for something else, make sure you go to rodshotrods.ca. You had a good story because you got the shop truck now. We've had a few we've tried to make into shop trucks, then they just sell, but we actually got one now. It's a
71 GMC.
Yeah,
That's the one that's on air ride, and 212 did all the airbrushing on it.
and it's been shortened, like the box has been cut down, right? It's kind of cool, sort of rusty retro sort of looking thing. Very
Put some
patinaed.
winter grips on it now, studded winter tires.
Yeah, so you're actually driving it around.
Yeah. But it was at my other shop where we do the work.
Yeah.
And the guys left it out overnight. And I was out of town. But
mine is 27.
yeah, so this morning I'm thinking, I got to move this thing. They didn't plug it in, it's just sitting there. On air ride and everything. So I'm like, what are the chances? So I put the key in. Oh, and the air started getting it's to the right level. And turned the key and fired right up.
Really?
No, not plugged in or nothing.
Now,
That's a shop truck.
I don't remember. New powertrain in that?
LS.
LS.
Yeah.
So it is fuel injected.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So it's going to start. But there you go.
Well, I was surprised that it started. It was pretty cold.
Yeah,
Like,
it was.
really, really cold. So
It was.
anyway, that's a good story for a real shop truck anyway.
Exactly. Hey, you know what we should take the time to do right now? Because I think this is going to be probably just about our last video for 2021.
We should mention too that we got a couple more Chevals coming.
Yep.
Possibly, and a 567. I'm not going to say which one. That's coming too.
Yep, that's on the
There's
way.
some more stuff coming. Even though it's Christmas time, we're still open and people are still coming in.
By the way, if you're looking for some last minute stocking stuffers, things like that, you see that we're always wearing some of the Rod swag. Got this nice hat here. You got new stuff right away.
Hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah, some new designs coming up.
Yep.
Shirts and bunny hugs, hats, things like that. So if you're looking for some last minute gifts, I mean, of course you can always buy somebody a car.
That works too.
If that's not in the budget, some of this stuff is if you got a car guy, car gal on your list as well. So I think this is just about going to be our last video for 2021.
We're going to be around still over
Yep.
the holidays. As much as we can be, just maybe give us a call first or drive by. If the open sign's on, come back in or come on in.
Yep, exactly. So big thanks to watching all of our videos for 2021. We'll be back again in 2022 with more videos and more cool cars here on Hot Rod Hangout. Got to say Merry Christmas to you and yours from Rods Hotrods.
Merry Christmas from my family to yours.
Exactly. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time on Hot Rod Hangout.